you know, we've talked about the Swifties and how much they love you, and fans sometimes find unlikely things. Like, I think in Canada, by accident, a track from 1989 was released, but it wasn't a real track. It was 8 seconds of static.
Yes, this happened maybe 7 or 8 years ago. Yeah.
And what happened to that track that was 8 seconds of static?
It went #1. I don't know how, but maybe it's some metaphor, some symbolism about the sounds of silence and having a moment of quiet.
I love someone trying to present a chart show in Canada and going, and now it's #1.
It was ridiculous. I don't know how I don't know why I'm this lucky and have them doing stuff like that for me.
Swifties, and I think there are some here. So Swifties rejoice because Taylor's new album, Midnight, it's out now. Yes, it is. I've got it here. Now, there are different ones, aren't there? Different ones.
Yes.
So I've got, which one have I got?
You've got the main version of it. Yeah, that's the standard version. It's a concept album, and the main question is what keeps you up at night. So it's, you know, you could be up at night because you're reeling from just having met someone and you're falling for them, or you could be plotting revenge. You could be...
Garlic.
Yeah, you could be thinking about the time that they painted your teeth brown to mean that you were pain. You could be thinking about what could have been. You know, there's just so many possibilities. If you think of that as like a creative writing prompt, which is what I did, that's where the album came from.
And this album couldn't have only... I mean, amazing reviews. You broke streaming records. And a lot of the rave reviews have asked the question, and it is a question, that the great songwriting on this album is part of it due to the fact that you've been doing this sort of strange work of re-recording your back catalogue. So it was like you were doing homework on songwriting. I
think so. I really do. I've been re-recording my first 6 albums because there was a thing that happened where I had wanted to own my work of my first 6 albums, and when I changed record labels, my first 6 albums were actually sold away from me. And so I decided to I just figured if I made them the first time, I can make them again.
I love it. I love it. It's an amazing moment. But tell me this, is it working? Like, are radio stations playing the Taylor version?
Yes, there's actually one of the things I was most thankful for was there's a company of many stations in America called iHeart, and they have sworn to only play my new versions, and they've said that they'll switch it out for the old versions every time I put out a new version of a song, which is just like, it's so heartwarming to me because this is something that I care about, but I don't expect other people to care about it. It's something that's very personal to me, and it's a lot of work, but it's like, it's really fun and rewarding for me, and I can't believe people have actually gotten behind it the way they have.
And doing this, you know, going back over your old work, has led to this wonderful thing where, so All Too Well is now, I know, it's now a short film.
Yes.
So it was a short song, then it was a longer song, and now it's a short film.
Okay, how do I shorten this? So basically, All Too Well was a song that came out originally on an album called Red, which came out in 2012. I always loved this song. It was never a single, but the fans really loved this song, and I had made the mistake of saying in an interview the truth, which is that it had started out as a 10-minute song with like 6 or 7 extra verses, and we had to cut it down to the sort of 4.5, 5-minute length that it ended up. My fans would not let it go. They were like, I'd be doing an interview for something else albums later, and they'd be like, where's the 10-minute version? Where is it? So basically, for the re-record, I was like, I am going to put out the 10-minute version. I'm just gonna show them what it was. And you know what? I really want to tell a story that goes along with it visually, that's more than a music video. I'd been directing my music videos for a while at this point, and writing and directing them was really fun for me. I just love it. It's a very natural extension of my storytelling. So I thought I want to make a short film and really do this song justice, and also create a short film that stands on its own. So I was very lucky to be able to cast Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien to be these two young lovers. And I'm really, really